All right, guys, this is something I want you to get through your heads. I want you to understand how important that you have to be to yourself versus whether you want to make the woman that's more important than you, or say if you're not in a relationship, you are prioritizing getting into a relationship. Either way, if you're in or out of a relationship, I'm going to explain to you why you have to make sure you're the priority in all situations. This will actually help women respect you more, and it will help you keep and maintain your masculine energy for a longer time, especially for men that get in relationships. The most common thing I see that happens over time that ruins relationships is men tend to lose their masculinity as they continue through relationships. They start folding and bending to the will of the woman. They start following the lead of the woman, and these are not masculine traits. And over time, the woman does start to lose respect for a man that does not appear as a man. So that's why I wanted to give you some examples here of how you guys have to make sure you understand why you are number one at all times. You are number one. She can be number two if you do get a woman, and if you don't have a woman, you have to set yourself up for this before you even get one. So for example, last night, there's a difference. I don't focus on women a lot at all because there's things that I won't be able to do in life if I am doing that. So for instance, last night I was texting back and forth with a woman that I've talked to before, and this could be any woman that you have in your life. And most guys, what they'll try to do is they'll try to find ways to hang out and go sleep with a woman or something like that if they're dating, or if you're in a relationship, your Friday nights can consist of just spending all your time with that woman, doing whatever she wants you to do. She wants you to take her places. She wants you to take her out to eat and sit down and watch movies all night, or you could be doing something that's even more fun for both of you. However, I'm going to explain the difference, whether you're that single guy trying to look to hang out with a girl, or you're the guy in a relationship. The difference is here. I could be one of those guys that last night went out and hung out with a girl, spent the night at her house, and sleep with her, and we're rolling around in bed all night and watching movies and all this good stuff. I could have done that last night. The difference is I made a choice. I stayed home and I worked on social media videos. I made videos for most of my social media platforms, such as TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and I started getting followers instantly after posting my videos on TikTok. So overall, I know my goals are to increase my social following on some of the social platforms, or influence other people. At least if I don't increase the actual number, I still want to actually influence people or motivate people. And this was happening because I chose to stay home and just work. I know that sounds boring, but this is the life of a man, is not being controlled by your need for women that you think you have. You think you have this need that drives you into women, and it's really just sexual desire. That's all it is. We do have that in us, that sexual desire to be with women, but there's a thing where you have to learn how to control it and then keep your head straight no matter what's going on. So that's what I did. I stayed home and I did those TikTok videos and started increasing my following. Now the thing is, you could have slept over at that girl's house, or you could have worked on something for yourself. That's what I'm saying. If you're the guy that's single, think about that. What's going to happen? What's going to work long term? You may sleep with this chick one night out, whatever, and maybe y'all don't last or anything like that. But what about if you just worked on yourself? You know you have goals. You know you have things that you could be doing on a Friday night, but you're choosing to have fun over your goals, and you're staying stuck behind in life. You're staying stuck behind where you think you should be. You're staying stuck behind where you know you could be. And it's because you're making decisions like this that usually centered around what a woman wants you to do. So that's why I'm telling you guys, you got to snap out of it eventually, or you're going to continue to stay stuck. If you got to raise the priority for you to be the number one priority, not so much the woman and trying to get sex and keep them pleased all the time. There are ways to do it, but then I'm going to give you another example. Let's say I spent the night at that lady's house that I was texting, and now what also happened is I wouldn't have woken up at 6:30 and just go straight to the gym, drink my water, set up my intro workout supplement, and head straight to the gym at 6:30 in the morning, and I'm on top of my shit. That's what I did this morning. But chances are, if you sleep over at a woman's house, you're going to be up late, you're going to be tired, you don't have a lot of energy. You're not going to do that when you sleep over at a woman's house, because what's going to happen is she's going to wake up, you're both going to wake up, and you're going to wake up late. So instead of waking up at 6:30, you're gonna wake up 8:30, 9:30 together, and she may want you to lay in the bed and cuddle or whatever, or just say, "Hey, let's go get some breakfast." And now she's getting you to go out to eat. You're taking her out to eat, where you're spending more money on things that she wants to do, and then you're gonna eat something terrible like pancakes and all this stuff that's gonna be over like 1,000 calories, and you're not controlling your diet now. You missed a workout already. You're waking up late. You're low on energy, and now you're gonna be sluggish all day because you're eating terrible foods to start off your day. Versus the opposite, you could do what I did or something similar. You wake up on time on a Saturday morning. Wake up 6:30. Boom. Start taking care of yourself. Boom. Get up, go to the gym, finish your workout, come home, prepare your meal on the stove in the kitchen. That's what I just did. Prepare my meal, make sure I'm eating the right amount of nutrients, make sure I'm getting the right amount of protein. These type of things are going to be the most important. Overall, I'm talking about longevity. So you're talking about short-term fun. The thing is, even if you do have a woman in these situations, you're going to say, well, what about that then when I do have a woman? The thing is, your woman will respect you more when she sees you working on your social media. If it leads to like some business stuff and she sees you working on that, she's still going to respect you more. Like, she may be upset in just a small moment, but the funny thing is, you know that you can return it to her tenfold once you do get the free time. Like, once you take care of all of your stuff, that Saturday after you fix your breakfast and go to the gym, then you can go ahead and treat your woman then, and it's going to be the same result. You get what I'm saying? And plus, it's going to be with extra added respect. And when you get that extra respect, then she's going to treat you like a king. She's going to do more for you. She's going to actually make sure she can do everything to please you. Then that's when you can get the pleasure after you do what you got to do. That's what I'm saying. It actually returns to you even if you do have a woman. So she will see you. Oh, he's working on his stuff. Oh man, this man's amazing. And then you say, I gotta get to bed, I gotta go up to the gym in the morning, and she's just gonna complain about these in the moment. This is why you gotta be careful with women. They're not terrible creatures or anything. They're not terrible for doing this. They just want attention. That's just how they are. But you as a man, you know, you have to stay firm and stay solid in your goals, because you still have to be first. That's what I'm saying. They're gonna get mad, they're gonna get upset. You have to be able to handle it and be able to just keep them in check for the meantime. Like, look, babe, I'm doing this because of this. I know what I'm doing. You just bear with me, and I'll help take care of you tomorrow once we get everything straightened out. Like, you got to find ways to talk to them and communicate. So even with a woman, the same stuff applies. If you're single, then you really don't have any excuse, guys, because it's going to translate to when you get into a relationship regardless. That's what I'm telling you. So if you're single, you should already be living your life like this over chasing women. You should not be concerned with whether or not you're in a relationship. If you don't even have your life straight, you already have a plan filled out for your life, so that way when you do meet a woman, that all they have to do is follow along with your plan. You tell them what you're doing, and then they come along for the ride. What most guys do is they have a plan sometimes, and then the woman comes along, and then they just switch up the whole thing just because the woman wants to do this, and oh, she's not gonna like this, and she won't like me if I do this. And then you're losing yourself completely over this relationship that may not last for the rest of your life. A lot of times that's what happens. Your relationship's not even going to last for a lifetime, and you're making all these changes to a solid plan that you already had laid out. And you got to be careful of this, man. So single or relationship, it's still going to be the same thing applies, man. You got to be on top of your game either way, because the guy that's in the relationship is so much important that you do stay on top of your game, because over time she's going to kind of get bored of you or not respect you as much. She's eventually going to want to leave it anyway if she sees that this man just fallen off completely from the first time, from when I first met him. Women think about that stuff, and that influences a lot of whether they stay or go in relationships. However, you can't really control that anyway. Overall, just take my advice and you'll be very successful whether you're single or not.